And now I would like to open the meeting of the joint meeting between Lam Thong Toastmaster Club and Thai Airways International Toastmaster Club to open. And now I would like to hand over my floor to Toastmaster of the day, please.
Thank you, Madam President of Thai Airways International Toastmasters Club, President T. Suda, for the opening remarks. And welcome everyone to our joint meeting between the Thai Airways International Toastmasters and the Lam Thong Toastmasters Club. It's a very good opportunity to meet members of two clubs in the same event like this. To get to know everyone in this meeting, we have the Sergeant-at-Arms of Lam Thong Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Yong, who is going to lead the introduction of guest session. So please welcome Toastmaster Yong.
Yes, thank you very much. So my duty is to introduce everyone to know each other. Could I start straight away to, because new for me, so could I start to Pitikon, please, to introduce yourself?
Okay, hi all. I am Toastmaster Pitikon from Thai Airways International Toastmaster Club. I've been away from the evening meeting for months, so this is my first time coming back in months. Nice to meet you all. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kap. Yes. Next one, please. Pongsakorn, please introduce yourself, please.
Hello. Yes, thank you. My name is Pongsakorn. My name is Peck. I have just joined Toastmaster Thai Airways International for 3 months. Quite new actually, and have got some 2 or 3 roles and try to get understanding all of the role here and try to learn English with you guys. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much, Kap. Next one, I think MD Shahara, would you like to say something about yourself?
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Shahriar Chaudhary. I'm a member of Hatia Songla Toastmaster, and currently I'm also member Leaders Toastmaster Club and Saturday Toastmaster. Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And I think Mayu, would you like to say something?
Yeah, hello everyone, and this is my second time here, and I'm really thankful to Toastmaster Chokchai for giving me the opportunity to be the PE and as well as Toastmaster Pipat, and I had a very good experience, and I'm actually traveling next week, so I wanted to make sure that I'm part of this group again, and everybody will be, I think, in holidays after mid-December, so it's good to catch up. And I think I know Toastmaster Shahirar. He's my partner in the Leaders Club, and I'm happy that he's also here and part of us today.
Yes, thank you very much, Kap. And I think next one just come up straight away. So, Paul H. Park, would you like to say something about yourself?
Hello. Okay, I just came in right now. I'm just trying to connect with my computer, but that's okay. I will start here. I'll start with my introduction. My name is Paul Park. I'm originally from North Korea. No, my dad was from North Korea and my mom was from South Korea. My mother passed away when I was 5 years old and my dad passed away when I was 13. And for the last 26 years, I have supported myself through university, masters, as well as opening 3 schools across the world. And I'm a teacher. I have a business here in Thailand called Bubble Language School. Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's very fun, Kap.
Thank you very much, Kap. Next one, could I introduce Phil, please? Could you say something about yourself, please?
My turn.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all. My name is Phil. I am a member of Chiang Mai and Lamphun Toastmasters Club. Yeah. I
Yes.
am here to meet new people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kap. Anyone else want to say something about yourself? Because I think many people know all of you. I think I return to Toastmaster of the day, please.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Yong, for the introduction of guest session. And next one, we have the changes of assignments. Yes, and I believe that will be done by our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Chok Chai. So Toastmaster Chok Chai, please.
Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I think tonight our meeting agenda do not have anything to change because as I see, I think most of the people in the law has come and maybe we wait for someone. So the agenda is nothing changed. We have 4 speakers. The first speaker will deliver Icebreaker. The second speaker is Toastmaster Tisuda. And the third speaker is Toastmaster Thomas. And the last speaker is DTM Thanu. So please enjoy with our program. May I return the control to Toastmaster of the day, please.
Thank you so much. And yes, lucky us, we don't have any changes tonight. So please just look at the agenda peacefully. No changes. So ladies and gentlemen, now I am taking charge as your Toastmaster of the day. And as your Toastmaster of the day, I'm performing like the MC of the meeting. I will run the whole meeting for you from now until the end of the meeting tonight. First thing first, let me explain to you what's going to happen here in Toastmasters meeting. Normally, we have 3 main sessions. If you take a look at the agenda, you will see we have the first one is the table topics. The table topic session is the session that we allow everyone to participate. You can talk about the topic that will be given to you unknowingly for 1 to 2 minutes. It's impromptu, so you don't have to prepare anything. The second session is the speaking program, or we call the prepared speech. Today, we have 4 prepared speech speakers, and you are going to hear great speeches from our members. It's actually the practice of them, and you will see that they have some room for improvement as well. And that is why we have the third session. The third session is the evaluation session. Now, in the evaluation session, everyone who speaks will be given feedback. In Toastmasters, we believe that we can improve from receiving feedback and apply the feedback in our next performance. But here, I have to warn you, all the feedback are personal opinion. If you like it, please take it. If you don't like the evaluation, just leave it here, right? Nothing's going to happen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start our first session, and that is the table topics. If you like something that you don't have to prepare, if you like something that is a question that you don't know before, so if you like the excitement like that, you are going to like this session. And today we have Toastmaster Yong, who is going to lead this session for us. So please help me in welcoming our table topics master, Toastmaster Yong, please.
Yes, thank you very much. Welcome to the most exciting section in Toastmaster meeting. This is table topic session. This session is provided for all of us to practice impromptu speaking, which is speaking without preparation in advance. Impromptu speaking very useful, especially when you face some situation that you didn't prepare for the answer. So come to this time, you will practice about speaking without preparing. I got 5 questions. Each question I will ask one of participants to come up and give the answer or comments for 2 minutes. Mr. Timekeeper, he will give you green sign when 1 minute has passed. Give yellow sign when 1.5 minutes has passed, and 2 minutes and red sign when 2 minutes has passed. You should conclude your speech before 2.5 minutes, otherwise the bell will ring. So let's start now. So the theme today is about we are friends. So the question is going to be about friends. The first question, because this is going to be easy question, I think I can choose anyone and ask the question. Could I start with DTM Thomas, please?
Tabletop Master, I'm so sorry. I'm happy to answer, but since you've only got 5 and I'm thinking, would you mind maybe offering it up to another person who hasn't got a role? And certainly do not offer it to Trevor. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Also, okay, I will ask the question first. So the question is, could you describe about your best friend? How he or she should be look like? Could I give to Mayu, please, this question?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Yong. Best friend, actually, right now, to begin with, in this world of evil world, it's very difficult to find anyone new who can be trustworthy. But obviously, you have your friends, which are your old friends. So I will consider my childhood friends as my best friends right now, because like whenever you grow up, you are in school, you are in college, you have different friends, and the real friends are the ones who stand by you, when you are in tough times, and not when they have some motive behind. So I think it's very difficult to find in this world their best friends. But my definition of my best friend is the one who you can trust, who you can share your secrets, who you can rely on, who without anything you want to lend some money, they will just say, okay, within a second, okay, give me your account number. So that trust should be there. So that's my definition of a best friend.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I move to the next question about we are friends today. The question is, in this day is very busy, everything very quick. So we don't have time like the day before. Before we can have time to take time to check or to find the right person for us. This day is not like before. So have you got any idea to find the best friend for you in this day? Could I give this question to DTMP part, please? Is possible?
The question is, how do I buy the best friend?
To find the best friend in this day.
Okay. Well, I heard something wrong and I feel bad about this. Okay.
This day is different, not like before.
Okay, so Mr. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I personally, I frankly say that I don't have many friends. I have only a few friends who I call friends. And among these few friends, we talk to each other like once in a few months. And that's my relationship with my close friends, because most of the time I don't talk with my friends. But if you ask me, how do I find my best friend? I would say that I don't think I have to find, because if I see a best friend and if we kind of like that have the same chemistry or something, I know that is my best friend. And if he feels the same to me, then I know we can be friends forever. We don't have to have close relationship. We don't need to talk every day or every month like I do with my closest group of friends I'm doing right now. Just distant relationship, but still, if you have some problem, or if there's something wrong in your life, then I know that somebody is going to come and help anytime. That would be my answer to the question, how to find my best friend. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Yes, thank you very much, Kap. Next question. If your best friend want to borrow your money, how do you act to this situation? I would like to give this question to MD Shahara, please. You still there?
Thank you, Mr. Table Topic Master. It's a very tough question, although, but I want to say that my current best friend, I can trust him. I can trust her, and yeah, I can borrow money because we have a good relationship, although we never meet still now. In this pandemic, we have a good relation, and we know each other. We share everything each other, and we already made a trust. So that's why I can give to her, borrow money, and it's not about if I don't expect too much from her. So I think that can be fine, and it's also depend on the amount of money. For example, if she asks bulk amount of money, and if I'm able to do that, yeah, I could support, and also the necessity, because of if it's not actually necessary for borrow to her, so yeah, and I could not able to do that. But one thing I want to say, that if she really need, I should give to borrow money, but we know that it's the critical moment actually give borrow money to best friend in relationship. Yeah, back to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Kap. I move to the next question. The next question is, have you got your best friend? Could you tell us what made you think that way? Could I give this question to VTM Phil?
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Yes, I've got a few close friends already. One of my close friends, she is my childhood friend from since when we were young until now. We still talk, we still share, we still be friends to each other. We are good friends for each other. And another one, we met when we were in a university. We live in different provinces, but even we live a little bit far away, but we still chat, we still share. And whenever she needs some help, and when I can help, then I don't hesitate to help her. So I'm lucky to have close friends in my life, even there are a few of them. And I am lucky to have good friends in my life. Back to you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Kap. I got one more question. Is possible? In business, I heard people said, do not take your best friend to be your partner in business. What do you think about this? Could I give this question to Pongsakorn, Pek?
Yes, okay. Thanks, Toastmaster Yong. I repeat the question. Why to have the friends, to have the partner and the close friend at the same time, to my opinion, I think is I choose not to have the business partner to be a close friends for my personal belief, because when it comes to any benefit or any common things about money or even profitables, at the end there should have some more or less some kind of one who will get more, one who will get less. So that could lead in long-term relationship with a good friends when talking about the benefit on the business. So as a business, I think it's business, but for friends, for playing sport, for having activities, that another group of people that I should focus. That's my answer. Back to you, Toastmaster Yong.
Yes, thank you very much, Kap. Even though you only 3 months or 4 months in Toastmaster, but I know you can answer this question. That's why I give this question to you. Thank you very much, Kap. Thank you for all of you, for 5 people to come up and give some comment and answer. I think this session is quite enjoyable, I think. Please, everyone, give them a big round of applause. And my duty is completed. May I return the control to Toastmaster of the day, Kap.
Thank you so much, Mr. Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Yong. Well, I saw guest Paul was trying to get your attention and he wants to answer some question, but that's okay, guest Paul. You can come back anytime and feel free to volunteer again next time. Right. We are going to go back one step to the check-in master. I told you we have no changes in the assignment today, but I was the one who skipped it. Right, sorry about that. So now we are going back to the check-in master. We have Toastmaster Pongsakorn from Thai Airways International Toastmasters to be the check-in master. Please welcome Toastmaster Pongsakorn.
Thanks, Toastmaster for the Pipat, Kun Pipat. Actually, check-in master is to make the people know each other, and in Thai Airways we normally have like round robin games, but as the joint team today, at the joint chapter today, I think of the new could be the games. It's called two words because the topic now is we are friends. I would like to let you think about 2 words that represent yourself. For example, for me, I give 2 words for me. Like the first word for me is the systematic because I'm the engineer. The second word for me is the determined because when I'm doing something, I'm very determined. So 2 words for me is systematic and determined. So I would like to get you guys get 2 words to represent you so that the people in the room will know you exactly from that 2 words. And one by one, and try to be relaxed and could be accurate for your 2 words, just 2 words that represent you. And I think it's quite good that people will know you more. Okay, may I start with first I think Paul, you like to speak a lot, right? Paul, please, can you start 2 words that represent you? And yeah.
Thank you, Cab. I appreciate it. I know I'm just a newcomer here, and thank you very much for the welcome, Toastmasters. I genuinely appreciate it. I really do. If I had to describe myself in 2 words, I would pick 2 words. Those would be indomitable and resourceful. Indomitable to me means that it's basically undefeatable. And it's not in a sense of winning. It's more in a sense of I just don't give up when I come to my goals, my hopes, and my ambitions in life. Everything that I've done, it's deeply connected to this word, indomitable. The second word that I would use to describe myself would be resourceful. I'm incredibly resourceful because I come from nothing. I have been able to support myself throughout everything. And so being resourceful in this world is being able to adapt, evolve, apply, learn, and change the world around you so that you can build your lifestyle design.
Thank you very much, Paul. Very, very interesting and very exact. May I shift to so that I try to cover all of the members. Toastmaster Tanu, please. Can you give 2 words that
Yes.
people will know you, please?
For me, it's my name, Arrow. That is my name.
Arrow.
Yes,
Okay.
in English. The second one is runner or running. Yes, I love running. That is my passion. Thank you.
Oh,
To you.
Thank you, sir. And Toastmaster Yong, please. 2 words, please.
Yes, for me, I think friendly. I can be friend with anyone, and improving. Another one. I love to improve myself. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Friendly and improving. PE Mayor, please. Could you please give 2 words for yourself, please?
For my case, I would say energetic and passionate.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much. Energetic and passionate. Yeah, next, Thomas, please. Mr. Thomas, please.
Thank you, Brian Robin Master, fellow Toastmasters. For me, I just put down attitude. I have a serious attitude, as perhaps some of my fellow members would know, and supportive.
Oh,
whether you like my support or not, you're getting it. That's my attitude. Back to you, Robin.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. Supportive, yeah, very good. Trevor, please. Trevor, please.
I've got a puzzle for you. Are you ready for my 2 words?
Yeah, sure.
Harmoniously angry.
Angry. Oh.
No, harmoniously angry. So I want you to put that together. Back to you.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Sunantaman, please. Sunantaman, please.
Thank
2
you.
words, please. Yeah.
The first word is good health, and the second word is intention. Set intention anytime I do anything. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Sunantaman. President Trisuda, please. That 2 words.
My first word is grateful, and the second word is, I'm troubling finding the second one. But yeah, I'm grateful to be here and appreciate to be here as well.
Oh,
Back to you.
Madam President, Kun Chok Chai, please. 2 words, please.
For me, the first word, I think I use the word sincere because I believe in Buddhism and I learned to be a good man. For the second word is mystery, because I think in the world there has something mystery for us to discover. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Kun Chok Chai. Very Buddhism oriented. Thank you a lot. 2 words, please. Toastmaster Pitikon, please. Could you please give to that?
Okay,
the
got
friend
it.
would know. Yeah, please.
Okay, my 2 words. The first one will be positive, because I think I am very positive. I can find positive things in a very bad situation. And the second one would be adventure, because I love doing things that people don't like.
Okay, thank you. Thank Toastmaster Pitikon. Toastmaster of the day, Pipat, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pongsakorn. My 2 words would be advancing, like moving forward all the time, and goal-oriented, because I always have my goals.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Very
you.
focused person. Thanks. BTM Field, please. 2 words, please.
2 words for me. It should be cute and kind. I think as a woman, beautiful should be the thing that we are looking for, but I'm not a beautiful woman. But at least I think I am cute and I am kind. That is, because I am a teacher of younger students. Back to you.
Oh, thanks a lot. Okay, thanks. And Toastmaster Shindarat, please. 2 words, please. I try to cover. Yeah. Can you turn on the microphone, please, Toastmaster Chindarat? You.
For myself,
Okay.
I would give myself as healthy.
Okay.
First, and then be positive.
Oh,
Positive.
okay.
Because you have to, at this age, you have to be healthy, exercise, and think positively so that your mental and body, what we call mental and body, get close together and united together. Thank you.
Oh, great. Yeah, health-oriented. Thanks. Toastmaster Chaikan, please. Could you give 2 words that the friend will know you, please?
The first word for me, vegetarian, because I like to present that I'm vegetarian.
Oh.
The second word is healthy. I love healthy.
Okay, thanks, Toastmaster Chaikan. Team, please. Yeah, there are 3 more person to. Toastmaster team, please. Could you give 2 words to represent you that the people will know you?
Me, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, because yeah, actually you can call me Tim, but by the way, Tim is my father name.
Oh, okay.
My name is Samnang. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
Samnang. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, actually, 2 words to describe me. Like the first one is quiet. A quiet one. I mean, how can I say? I don't like to communicate much with other people. Not I don't like, but I like to have a lot of friends, but I don't know how to speak like in the public, or I don't know how to communicate with other people. Yeah. And another one is to mention myself is listener. I'm the one is good at to listener. I can I listening and try to understand them and to understand the reason and the what happened or what is the result. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Samnang. Toastmaster Jinarat already guess. Kun Pair, please. Could you give 2 words to describe yourself in 2 words, please? That we know you. Are you in the meeting? No. The last one, Toastmaster Divela, please. Could you please give 2 words to describe yourself, please? Oh, I don't think they are in the meeting. That's all. That's fine. Anyway, I hope you know your friends in just 2 words that describe themselves, and hopefully you know one another better. Thank and back to you, Toastmaster Phipat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Check-in Master, Toastmaster Pongsakorn, for the wonderful check-in session. And now we come to one mini session, and that is the joke telling. We all love jokes, and I think I don't know if somebody has some jokes to share with us tonight. Oh yes, Toastmaster Thomas, followed by Toastmaster Pitikon.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day and fellow Toastmasters. It's actually a correction. Toastmaster Trevor said he was harmoniously angry. No, Trevor, you're depressingly happy. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
All right, thank you so much. Next one, Toastmaster Pitikon, please.
Hello all. I come up with this story on the internet. It was about how men watch when a beautiful woman walk by. So yes, the survey was conducted to find out what is the first thing that men look at a beautiful woman. And they separate the men into 2 groups. The first one is a single one, and the second one is the married men. For the single men, 35% of them said that they look at the women's face, how beautiful she is. Wow. And 30% more said that they look at the upper part of the women. Yes. Then the next one is 20% of them said that they look at how the legs of the woman look. And the last group, 50% said that they look at the overall figure of that beautiful woman. Then they turn into another group, the group of married men. 100%, all of them, of the married men said that the first thing they look at when a beautiful woman walk by, they look at their wife, whether or not their wife is looking at them. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes, looking at the wife is the safest way, I say. All right, thank you so much. Do we have more jokes? I think we've got some time. Do we have more? Yes, Toastmaster Chokchai, please.
A young man goes to see a guru and ask the guru that, Guru, there is the way to make us live long, such as live forever. The guru thinks for a little while and says, get married. The young boy asks, is get married help me live long? The guru said, no, it does not make you live long, but it makes you don't think about how to live long.
Okay, yes. Do we have another husband and wife joke here? Do we have one more joke maybe? Yes, Toastmaster Pongsakorn, probably the last one, please.
Okay, so Kun Chokchai joke. That is a conversation between the daughter and the dad. Ask the dad, why there is the tradition that the man need to ordain before getting married. Her asks her dad. The dad said that is very good strategy. If the man ordain in Thai called บวช ordain after, he will ordain eternally. I mean, ordain until the end of his life. So that is the strategy of the old ancient people, to ordain before getting married.
Yeah, I understand it perfectly. I'm not sure about the foreign folks, but I think you understand it, right?
ผมรักภรรยาผมครับ
Good.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much everyone for the jokes tonight. And now we are going to have a break, a short break, before we continue with our 4 prepared speakers. And let's have, how long? Hold on. Let's have 5 minutes break. Is that okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's have 5 minutes break approximately. See you back at 7:15. All right, 7:15 p.m.
Okay.
So Kun Samnang, you will be the first speaker. All right, so after the break, then we'll give the stage to you and you can start your speech for 4 to 6 minutes.
By the way, do I need to like share the slide or not, or I just can speak only?
Do you have the slides?
Actually, I do, but by the way, easier to speak directly is also fine.
Oh, okay. If you feel that you can speak directly, that's good. But if you want to show the slides, then please let me know. I can help you with that.
Oh, it is okay. I think I do not need to show the slide.
Okay. So you just speak directly.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Toastmaster Chokchai ครับ Kun Nat is not here, but we have some people to help, I think. Let me see.
One thing that I just concerned that my internet signal is not good. I mean, I just worry about this too.
Oh, but from what I see, it's working okay.
Okay, I hope it will be fun.
Yeah, I
because
hope so.
sometimes I cannot catch. I mean, I cannot hear from your side. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I can hear you perfectly. I can see you perfectly. So hope that's not going to be a problem.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, so Toastmaster Chokchai, are you the timer?
Yes, I am timer.
Yes. Okay, could you please rename so we know you are a timer? Yes. Thank you.
คุณโชคชัยครับ Can we ask the TM ปิติกร to be a PE?
Okay.
For Toastmaster Thomas. Otherwise, you're doing 3 or 4 things in the same meeting.
Yes, I think it's a good idea. Yes.
Okay. TM ปิติกร I think he's not here.
Not here, yeah. By the way, Paul, are you a Toastmaster? Paul.
No, Paul is a guest. He just
is a guest, right? Okay.
Yeah, he just contacted me through Lam Thong Facebook page.
Great.
And it's his first time to visit.
And Kun Pair, I saw her a few seconds, then she turned off again because I think she can say something at this time. Kun Pair. I saw her turn on the video at the end of the check-in. Oh, we have a number of guests tonight. Kun Bob De Vira. So every time I am going to speak, I am nervous. Nervousness still with me all the time. So don't worry, Samnang. You are in the right place to manage your nervousness. It will never be away from you. I joined Toastmaster for 20 years, still with me. Yes. But Trevor, I don't see any nervousness. He know how to control or to manage. Trevor, maybe you have to ask him for a tip.
I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
That anytime.
Uh-huh.
But the interesting part about it is that trying to get things to cycle through your head. Sometimes I'd probably rather do an impromptu speech. That's my favorite at the moment. Somebody give me a title and I'll do a speech. And if you practice that, it's amazing.
And I know that you never write a speech, right?
No, I do. No, don't believe that. No, never write a speech out word for word, ever. Never, ever.
In detail, right? Okay.
Yeah, no, you'll bugger up. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
no, all I do is I sit there with maybe an opening, and it could be one sentence, a conclusion. You know, have the conclusion in your head, and then it's just half a dozen triggers, if you like, on a piece of paper. So you only need one piece of paper, and you write them in huge print, each one, and you work on that. And then the good part about that is every time you do the same speech, it's different.
Same message.
Every time I do the same, exactly the same speech, same title, it's different. I like it.
Because you have different audience. Yeah, that's good.
Different audience, different ideas come into your head. Like a lot of my speeches, the idea comes into my head in the middle of the speech. And that's always going to be a problem for some people, you know, because you're speaking and then an idea pops up. Oh, okay, I better tell them about that. What's going on? Yeah. So it's great.
It's a good idea to repeat a speech.
Repeat 10 times. Go around to 10 clubs and do the same speech. What a waste. You write one speech and deliver it to one club once. What a complete waste. Don't do it. Go around to 10 different clubs and give the same speech. and then you'll
Yes.
get a handle on it. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now 7:15 and it's a proper time for us to start our second half of the Toastmasters meeting. Before we start, by the way, may I request Toastmaster Pitikon? Toastmaster Pitikon, can you be personal evaluator for Toastmaster Thomas?
Toastmaster Thomas. Okay, speaker number 3, of course. Why not?
Okay, thank you. I know you are going to say yes anyway. Thank you so much for saying yes. And Toastmaster Chokchai, after this, please send the evaluation form to Toastmaster, to me, and I will forward to Toastmaster Pitikon. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we are now continuing our second half of the Toastmasters meeting. And now is the proper time for us to hear the 4 prepared speeches. Speaker number 1, he's very new in Toastmasters, or actually he's not our Toastmasters member yet, but he is going to give his very first speech in Toastmasters meeting, and that is the Icebreaker. His personal evaluator, everyone will have his or her personal evaluator. Today, his personal evaluator is Toastmaster Chokchai. So I would like to request Toastmaster Chokchai to please read the objectives of this project.
Thank you very much. The objective of future Toastmaster team is for the member to practice introduce himself to the meeting. This is for improve the skill to introduce himself. Time allowed 4 to 6 minutes. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, personal evaluator. Like I mentioned earlier, future Toastmaster Samnang is a guest, but he is going to give his very, very first project here. It's an icebreaker. And the title of the project is Energy Efficiency in Cambodia. Energy efficiency in Cambodia. Please help me in welcoming future Toastmaster Samnang team.
Okay, thank you so much. Now the floor is mine. Yeah, my name is Samnang. My father name Tim. By the way, most of my international friends just call me Tim. Yeah, I agree with them. It is easier to call between like Samnang and Tim. I mean, Tim is easier to remember and easier to call too. Yeah. And my background, I'm a Cambodian, and I graduate bachelor degree in environmental science and continue to master degree in Thailand in field of environmental management. Yeah. I just say something about my background, why I choose environment. Actually, I like living in like nature and communicate with how can I say, like go in. That's why I just choose to study environmental, and I think about what in the future if the result from the activity of human every day. And also today I just choose only one topic, is energy efficiency, and the case study only in Cambodia. I showed that this is very important because all of us need energy. Anyone can raise your hand to say that you don't need energy, you don't need power, you don't use, yeah, you can live without energy. So what is energy efficiency? It is an easy like energy efficiency simply mean using less energy to performance the same task. That is eliminating energy waste, mean you use less energy than before to perform the same task. Yeah, so no need to waste. One more thing, like energy efficiency mean energy saving, energy sobriety, and energy solidarity. Or other word, we can say energy efficiency is a should part of the solution to climate change mitigation at the global level. Yeah, exactly, because energy is the one factor, one indicator to emit the greenhouse gas emission to the atmosphere, and it is the reason that push climate change or push the temperature higher and higher. Yep. And what and why we need energy efficiency? What is the benefit? Like what can be got from the energy efficiency? Energy efficiency like bring a variety of benefit like reduce greenhouse gas emission, reduce demand for energy import, and lowering our cost on household and economic wide level. And the one more energy efficiency, it's many of these benefits have substantial economic value, and maybe it much greater important for the decision that saving energy and money. Mean you save energy, you can have environment, and you can have economic growth. We call it that energy efficiency is the win-win approach. What? Win between what and who? It is win for economic, it win for environment, and it win for our social or society. How can we reduce it? So we need to divide. I mean, for my study, I need to have like research methodology and other things to promise together, but we need to divide like the construction sector or transportation sector and industry sector or household sector. So we need to have the data and evaluate which sector that emits much and more of emission, or what the factor that use much or more energy. So how can we solve, how can we save, how can we use energy more efficiency by the sector? Yeah. Actually, by the time I think I just keep short, and thank for everyone to saving energy. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Our first speaker, future Toastmaster Samnang. Later on, you are going to hear your evaluation, all right? So I'm not saying anything right now. Keep it for the personal evaluator. After this, thank you. After this, we have our second prepared speech speaker. And today we have Toastmaster T. Suda as the next speaker. Her personal evaluator today is Toastmaster Mayuk. So please, Toastmaster Mayuk, read the objectives of this project.
Yes, I will be evaluating Toastmaster T. Suda. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. And it's my honor to be your personal evaluator. She's going to speak. Her pathway is Dynamic Leadership Level 2, and the project is Understanding Your Leadership Style, and the title is Taking the Lead. So welcome, Toastmaster T. Suda.
Thank you, personal evaluator Mayuk. So Toastmaster T. Suda is going to give a speech, and her pathway is dynamic leadership. Yes, the title of the speech is Taking the Lead. Taking the Lead. Please help me welcome Toastmaster T. Suda.
Can you still remember a time when you were a kid and full of your friends in your classrooms where your teacher standing in front of the room, maybe in front of the whiteboard, blackboard, or something that you called, and that day is the day when the teachers want you all to find one class leader. That was a scary moment for me. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, talking about leadership is something that scares me. When I was a kid, I was so scared when people will find someone to be group leader or to be a class leader. I was scared and try to hide really tiny in my maybe in my corner, not to let them see me and pick me as the leader. So why I'm reminiscing my past today is because I would like to mention that leadership style is not just something that come up in a few blinks of an eye. Actually, this project let me do a questionnaire and find my own leadership styles that, oh, I am this style of leader, something like that. But in my opinion, it is not that easy. It is a foundation since you were a little kid. So how about your memory in maybe a classroom or something like that, which I don't know. Maybe you are really confident and maybe you are the person who raised your hands and, hey, I want to be a class leader on that day, but I'm not that guy. However, if you are going to pick one person to be the class leader, so that things ends, right? So I would like to pick the one who is the most reliable in that room. I would like to pick the one I trusted the most to be my leader. And here comes when I grow up. I think that we cannot avoid to work in a teamwork situation. And that was during maybe my very end of the university year and maybe the early days of my job. So I need to work in a team, and sometimes you need to take the lead. If you're not taking the lead, maybe that job cannot be done, or maybe if everybody is like staying silent, sitting there, not doing anything until you feel that someone needs to speak up, someone needs to raise their hands, and maybe someone needs to take the step up. So that was my very first time that I am courageous enough to raise my hands and maybe take the lead. Maybe because I'm not sure if that's called that, if that situation and if I can call a leader on that day, because I don't know how to do. I don't know how to be a leader. I don't know if I need to make a decision, like maybe authoritative. Everyone needs to understand me. And yeah, this is my decision. You guys need to just follow. Or maybe I should like, everybody, what do you think? I will be the person who democratic and maybe more nicer to them. Like you can say something. What do you think on this? May I have your opinion? Also, there are many ways to be a leader, but I'm not sure how I should be the leader for them. Until I joined Toastmaster like 4-5 years ago, I was coming in because Toastmaster says that here they are offering us a space to practice public speaking. So I just stepped in to practice public speaking. And they also say that you will also practice leadership. I'm not convinced how leadership can be taught and how you can learn or study something that is called leadership until you are learning bit by bit, until you are, I would say, until this thing infiltrated you into your bloodline. And that's when leadership comes into your life. You learn from, you see, the peers here, and you learn from them that is already a good leader. So you know how to become one, and you know how to be the one that people would like to see you as a leader. Until I have a chance, and thanks to that opportunity that I took a few years ago as a club president, and then I understand that I take that step because of what? Why I took that step that day. Because I would like all the people that I love, my family in my club, to have a really smooth environment of practicing leadership skills or the things that they want here in Toastmasters. So I am the person, I want to be the person who offer them the opportunity to become a good leader. Then to wrap these things up, my story, my long story here, I would like to put these 3 things that you would like to keep in mind before you decided how you are going to be a leader. First of all, think of the character that you would like to be a leader. If you think that is a good one, then be one as well. Second, do you need to take the lead at that time? You need to consider it. If you need to take the lead, just be confident and raise your hands. And the last one, why do you need to take the lead? You need to answer this yourself. That is the purpose that you will become a good leader. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. Our speaker number 2, Toastmaster T. Sudha. So let's move on to our speaker number 3. We have Toastmaster Thomas. His personal evaluator tonight is changed to Toastmaster Pitikon. So Toastmaster Pitikon, could you please read the objectives of his project?
The objective of this project is for the member or the speaker to practice using a story with a speech or giving a speech that is a story. And the time limit would be 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck, Toastmaster Thomas.
Thank you, personal evaluator, Toastmaster Pitikon. Toastmaster Thomas is going to give a speech. His pathway is effective coaching, connect with storytelling. The title of his speech today is Closing the Door. Closing the door, please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Thomas.
It was wintertime in Glasgow and bitterly, bitterly cold. I was wearing my winter clothes to keep me warm from the Arctic wind that blew through the city that night. I remember it so well, and I always will, because it brings in me a feeling of shame. Shame each time I recollect what happened. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and honor guests. It's now over 50 years since that night, and I still can't forget what happened. Perhaps the associated guilt that remains in me will be my closest companion until I say fond farewell to planet Earth. It's Wednesday, 18th of December, 1968, about 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'm walking to the Wayside Club near the city centre, and it's cold. Jeez, it's cold. Now, the Wayside Club is not a club that, in the usual sense. It's a club that is nevertheless still a club. It doesn't have members that pay for the privilege of being in an exclusive group, although it is an exclusive club. For the people who are members of the Wayside Club, they all live in the streets of Glasgow. The city's homeless, the ignored and forgotten ones. The down and outs, that's what some people call them. Well, I've been a volunteer at the club for about a year. And in that time, I'd met and spoke to doctors, housewives, managing directors, teachers, musicians. All had the same story. Something traumatic had happened to them and they just couldn't cope. And they had nobody to turn to help. It seemed that people around them, they didn't care. Everyone was just too busy with their own problems. I was a member of the sandwich team, whose job it was to prepare and serve sandwiches and tea to those who come in. Usually they'd be maybe about 100 would enter, the majority being alcoholics. Then came drug addicts. And finally, those poor souls that were kicked out of the private healthcare homes because nobody was around to pay the bills. Now look at them, you'd be forgiven for thinking, we're good for nothing. A waste of humanity, simply existing until death comes calling, which it always did every winter time, with fierce regularity. But they weren't good for nothing, for they had a common integrity that you would have to travel far and wide to witness in our so-called modern society. Yeah, let me give you an example. Now, we collect bread from nearby bakeries that would otherwise be thrown out. Then we'd make up sandwiches of cheese and chicken and cut each sandwich into 4 quarters, a sandwich into 4 quarters. And then we carry a huge basin of sandwiches, and then we go round everybody in the room. Now, there was no poster on the wall. There was no announcement about how many sandwiches each person could take. I remember the first time I went round with the sandwich and I thought, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Because half the people are drunk and men are on drugs. And it will just be a mad rush to grab a handful of sandwiches as soon as we get close. That didn't happen. As a matter of fact, it never happened. It seemed there was an unwritten rule amongst the homeless that they should only take 1/4 of a sandwich each time they were offered, to make sure that everybody got some food and nobody would be left hungry. And so it was that we go around maybe 5 or 6 times until all the sandwiches had been taken. Then came 10 o'clock, when the club doors had to close. But there was only space for 50 people to sleep on the floor on hospital-style rubber mattresses. These lucky people had been given a numbered disc when they entered earlier that evening, leaving the rest to depart and face another winter's night on a freezing cold city street. There was no complaint from those that had to leave, only quiet resignation. That was the night I was on the door. My first time to close the doors, knowing that one or more of those that I'd spoken to earlier may not survive another bitter cold night. You ever seen a person who is literally on the edge of life? Have you? I did that night. I met David Douglas. And when he was leaving, he turned his head and looked at me and he said, "See you tomorrow night, young man." I can see him now. And now I'm thinking my forever thought again. I might have done my bit to help those who were down and out, but I didn't do my best. That night around 4 a.m., they found David Douglas, a mile from the club, all alone, frozen to death. I never went back to the Wayside Club after that. I felt so ashamed. I just couldn't close that door again. We all are often fast to judge, slow to help, especially those who are obviously homeless. Surely we must have compassion for all, whoever they may be. For who can say what will happen tomorrow? Nobody knows for certain. The next time you see a homeless person, be courageous for a moment, Stop. Say hello. Don't close the door on them. Walk away. You don't have to give them money or promise a shelter for the night. You can have a chat, if only to show that you care. Who knows? Next winter might just be you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow. What a story. All right, thank you so much for sharing the story, Toastmaster Thomas. I will leave it to the personal evaluator. I have nothing to say about the story now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next speaker. We have a distinguished Toastmaster Tanu, who is going to give a speech tonight, and his personal evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Sunantavan. Distinguished Toastmaster Sunantavan, could you please read the objectives of his project?
It's the Toastmaster of the day. The purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how he or she uses nonverbal communication when delivering a speech. Time 5 to 7 minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, personal evaluator Sunantavan. Distinguished Toastmaster Tanu today is giving a speech from Pathway Presentation Mastery. The project is Effective Body Language. His speech title today is The Problem is Not the Problem. The problem is not the problem. Please help me in welcoming distinguished Toastmaster Tanu.
The problem is not the problem. The way you see the problem is the problem. Captain Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Toastmaster today, fellow members and honorable guests. Have you got some problem in your life? Yes, I do. And I am thinking that everyone else got some kind of problem also. But let me share with you some story. In the full moon night, there are 3 people watch the moon. The first one, the little kid, watched the moon, and he just finished his Netflix movie. That kid think about the werewolf and scare him. He cannot sleep, that kid. But in the middle, there is another man who just fell in love with a beautiful lady. He looked at the moon. Wow, how romantic it is. But his lover is somewhere but still he got love. He want to hug. He want to do many things to tell her, I love her. That romantic guy. But at the other end, there's a lady who just have a broken relationship with a man. She also look at that very same moon, and she cry very hard. Her tear drop like a river. You can imagine how three scenario: the kid, a romantic man, and a lady. Look at the same moon at the same night, but look how they feel. I love the quote from Stephen Covey, Dr. Stephen Covey, who authored the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You may have read that book. He mentioned that we see the world as we are, not as it is. And I believe it's true. That's why those three people look at the moon, the same moon, but they see different things. We have the same, we have two eyes, but at the same time, we look at the same thing, but we see different view, total different view. Believe it or not, have you ever have experience like that? And that's why the world have wars, because we see the same thing, but in a different perspective. Right or wrong, husband and wife, kid and adult. That's how the war happened. Ladies and gentlemen, now come to my problem that I want to share with you. It's my dream to build a new club in Lamphun, new Toastmasters club, I mean. Many years ago, after my retirement, as an in-law of Lamphun Toastmasters, I want to build a Toastmaster, not for me, but for the people of Lamphun. Lamphun is such a small, tiny province. When I talk to other people about this, they laugh at me. Are you crazy? Lamphun is so small and nobody speaks English. How can you build this Toastmasters club in English? I talk to myself, they are right. But one day, COVID strike, and Toastmaster has a very good campaign. We don't have to pay we don't have to pay the first membership fee for members. So we have to pay less, but the end is June, last June. Then I look at the problem that I faced before as the opportunity. Because with the COVID, I can have members from far away, from those countries, Bangkok. You see, Toastmaster Phil is also my charter member. She is living in Lamphun, but she is born in Chiang Rai. And we have member from Bangkok. Toastmaster DTM Pipat sent me one person, Apisit. And DTM winners sent me two from Philippines and from Australia. You see, so my perspective from the problem, and now I change the way I see the problem as the opportunity. So you can see problem is not the problem. It's the way we see the problem is a problem. So I realized this is true, that quotation from Captain Jack Sparrow. So I would like to challenge all of you to look at your problem right now. Think about your problem that you may have in your mind for many years. I challenge you to look at your community or your province. You may build a new club in your community. If Lamphun, small, tiny province without anyone, without many people to speak English, can build a new Toastmasters club, why not your community, your province? Think about it. But you have to change the way you look at the problem to make it an opportunity. There are problems that make people rich. When you think about the problem, you may feel very sad, but in the other end of the world, they see as opportunity and they make business. They earn money from that. So business problem is business in my view. So ladies and gentlemen, the problem is not the problem. The way we see the problem is the problem. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, thank you so much. And I totally agree. The problem is not the problem. The way we see the problem is the problem. And now I have problem with my tongue. It's twisted. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, we finished all the 4 speakers speeches already. And now we are going to hear some evaluation and feedback from the evaluation team. Today, we have distinguished Toastmaster Jindarat as our general evaluator, and she is going to lead this evaluation session. So please help me in welcoming general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Jindarat.
Thank you. Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Pipat. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters from Lam Thong Toastmaster Club and also Thai Airways Toastmaster Clubs and other guests from many places. And I'm here as an evaluator. And you know that in Toastmaster, there are many good things for us to learn, to get feedback, to improve ourselves. And the feedback and improvement that we want to receive or not is depend on you. And however, in this session, the floor is me as a general evaluator. So all speakers will be given feedback in many areas. And in my team, I would like to introduce my team, a very important team member, which is the Timekeeper. As you know, time is important. I would like to call upon and welcoming our Timekeeper, competent Toastmaster Chokchai, please.
General Evaluator, ladies and gentlemen, time is really important because when we lost time, we cannot get the time back. So use our time worthwhile. Tonight, Past President Pipat opened the meeting 6:30 sharp. Very wonderful. To table topic section, the first participant, Toastmaster Mayun, use the time 1 minute. Second participant, DTM Pipat, use the time 1 minute 40 seconds. The third participant, Toastmaster Sahalia, 1 minute 30 seconds. The fourth participant, Toastmaster Phil, 1 minute 30 seconds. And the last participant, Toastmaster Pongskon, 1 minute 15 seconds. Now go to Pipat speed section. The first speaker, Toastmaster Samnang, 4 minutes 40 seconds, qualify. The second speaker, Toastmaster T Suda, 7 minutes 30 seconds, exactly qualify. The third speaker, Toastmaster Thomas, 8 minutes 25 seconds. And the last speaker, DTM Tanu, 6 minutes 45 seconds. Time is really important. Learn to use well time controlling. Now, may I return the control to General Evaluator, please.
Yes, thank you. Our Timekeeper, competent Toastmaster Chokchai, for your precise time report. And let me give the general evaluation first, because I would like to give some more times for the personal evaluators to do some evaluations and prepare their evaluations for all those speakers. In general, I would have to thank our past president, Distinguished Toastmaster Pipat, for his opening of the meeting on time, exactly 6:30. And for those
General Evaluator, I'm sorry to interrupt, but actually I was inviting President T. Suda to give the opening though.
Oh yes. Yeah, thank you so much for your advice, for your information. And for those table topic respondents, what I noted down, there were 2 respondents who spoke or answered less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. In table topic session, if you answer more than 1 minute 30 seconds and within 2 minutes 30 seconds, it would be great. So try to observe the signal, time signal, until the yellow side, so you can conclude your answers. So that is the tip for the table topic session. And for the speakers, I would leave with the personal evaluator, but let me go to the first is our Sergeant at Arms. Thank you so much for your great jobs. Introduce all friends and all guests here. And there is one thing that I would like to comment for improvement, that you don't have to repeat or mention that my duty is to introduce our guests. Just try to, and also try to reduce crap ka. We didn't end that with the in Toastmaster. It is a nice ending word, but we try to speak in public English speaking. And for Toastmaster of the day, we have to say thanks a lot to him. He has explained all the 3 sessions for all of us to follow the agenda and to know what is going on, especially to our guests who just join us, or it is the first meeting that our guests join us, so they know what is going on in the meeting. And for the, I would just go next is for the timekeeper. What I noticed is that your time side, you show the numeric time side. What I observed from the contest of the other clubs, that they show only the color side, which is green for 1 minute in table topic master, green, yellow, and red, no numeric time, because in the contest you wouldn't see that. Try not to use the numeric time side, use only the color. Okay, so because we have to practice for our future contest, in the upcoming contest. Yes, so this is in general that I have explored to you, make you known, so that we get that for our improvement, for your improvements, all of us. And we shall go to the next one, which is the table topic evaluator. And this duty will not be anyone else, only our experience competent Toastmaster Trevor as a table topic evaluator. Everybody, please welcome competent Toastmaster Trevor.
Very much. That's great. Look, I want to put a mention in time versus quality. Now, there's no such thing as being disqualified at a normal meeting, is there? We're not in competition. We're not doing anything in competition. So focus on quality. Because I tell you what, if you give a speech and it's got zero quality, guess what? You've wasted your time and you've wasted our time. So there's a lot of difference. Concentrate on the quality and then we'll get somewhere. Right. Our table topics tonight, and they're totally in theme. We are friends. And I like the words, the theme that was used amongst the table topics, the most used was trust. The second one mentioned was childhood, and the third one would have been relationship, in that order. So it's interesting, and I think the table topics questions provoked you to talk about yourselves. And to me, a good table topic is a mini speech, opening body and conclusion, a personal story. Boy, does that make a difference. Do you want to go to a higher level? Instead of just telling us a personal story, live the story. Live it. A little bit like Toastmaster Thomas did in his speech. Can you see the difference between saying and living a speech? There's a lot of difference. And that's the magic. And that when you live the speech, we can take it home. We've got something to take home with us and we will remember it. I promise you. Let's go. First topic, best friend, Toastmaster Mayo. Well, he's got an interesting one. It's an evil world. It's hard to find and you rely on childhood friends. Oh, what a body. They're very difficult to find. So, okay, difficulty is his body of his speech. Now, in the end, the trust should be there. See how trust came into it again? Both childhood and trust. In the end, he said, the trust should be there. And I agree, totally. That's a great ending. So opening, body, ending. Did he live the speech? Maybe, but he certainly spoke about himself. So we got to know him a little bit better. DTM Pimpat. Pipat, sorry, not Pimpat. Oh, God, where did I get that from? Pipat. Okay, that reminds me of a rain on the roof, you know, pitter-patter, on the roof when the rain comes down. But he was very busy, okay? He was very busy in his table topic. And I frankly say that I don't have many friends. See, now we're learning something about the speaker. That's what I took home. He hasn't got many friends. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying he chooses quality friends as versus having numbers like some people want to do. Quality versus numbers, which I'm really into. And how to find my best friend, and he's talking about chemistry and all that in the body. That was great. I like how to. So you have a how to, it's kind of like a question. And the problem, how to find my best friend at the end. Yeah, so not badly closed off, rather like it. And borrowing dollars, Toastmaster Shah. Ha-ha. Trust comes into this again. I can trust her. So he's obviously only got one friend. I can trust her. He says, good relationship. So there's a relationship. You can give it to her and the amount of money and what she really needs. So that was much more personal. I thought that was pretty good. He started living that speech a little bit, you see, really talking about trusting her. And he's talking about best friend relationship. Best friend is about relationship at the end. So he had trust and everything in there. So, but best friend. Oh, yeah. Best friends. Phil, Toastmaster Phil. Well, she's luckier than most. I've got a few close friends already. Good on you, Toastmaster Phil. I rather like that. That was good. And she started talking about the childhood friends once again. And we talk and share, and then the friends she met at university, and they're far away, but we chat and share also. I think there's a little bit of trust in there, even though she didn't say it. Love the ending. She got the best ending at the moment. I am lucky to have good friends in my life. That was the best ending. A lovely close. Okay, close the table topic off. And we got into her life a little bit, but could live the speech a little bit more, but we got into it. In business, I feel sorry for this gentleman. Pongsakon, Toastmaster Pongsakon, in business. And why do you have your partner sort of as best friend and he chooses not to be good friends? Okay. So is there a trust issue there? Okay, is there a trust issue there? That's a part of it. Anyway, for his best friend, he'd rather choose another group of friends. I could give a speech on that topic, I can promise you. It's quite an interesting one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love it. We did have very personal stories. Each person had a mini speech, which was great. And I'd just like you to live the story a little bit more, bring us a little bit more into your story, living it with a little bit of emotion. And that would make great table topic speeches. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, table topic evaluator, competent Toastmaster, for your good advice to all the table topic respondents. We all can take it in for our improvement as well. And we shall go to a very important one for the speakers. That is the personal evaluators for each speakers. I would like to go to the first personal evaluator, competent Toastmaster Chokchai, for the first speaker, Toastmaster Samnang. Please welcome our personal evaluator, competent Toastmaster Chokchai.
General Writer, ladies and gentlemen, especially Toastmaster Samnang. Tonight, you have done the first time Icebreaker already. Of course, everyone excited when deliver the first project. You have done good job. I love your calmness, your smile, your sincere, and your effort, your willingness to do the speech success. This is the character of a good speaker. Slow but sure, easy to follow and understand. You don't give up. You have strong intention and you give us the energy to follow your speech. You have done a very good speech tonight. Well done. For the room to improve, you are in the process of learning public speaking skill. In the next project, you will learn how to use eye contact, how to use hand gesture. In this project, you control the time very well. This is a good sign for you. For the content to introduce yourself, I think we would like to know you more. In this project, you just tell us a little bit about yourself in the beginning, and most of your speech, you speak about energy efficiency. We would like to know about the meaning of your name, the meaning of Samnang, and how about your life? How is your ambition? And what is your dream? What is your future? Many things about yourself that to make the other people know you, understand you. You can talk about yourself more and more, because the first project is the project for you to introduce yourself. No need to speak about other things. Just introduce yourself. In overall, you have done a good job. In the content, it's just like research and presentation in the project 3. So we see that you can deliver project 3 in the project 1. This is very amazing. And keep the chance to practice speaking in the public. If you can join Toastmaster, and you will learn a lot of skills in public speaking. The more experience you gain, the more confidence you have. So practice more, join Toastmaster Club, and Lam Thong Toastmaster Club welcome you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Personal Evaluator, Competent Toastmaster Chokchai. I agree with you, and you give a very positive comments of critics, and also room for improvements for our speakers. Level 1 icebreaker, and I agree with you because I have noted down that he talked about himself in the beginning only very little, and we would like to know you more, so that all the audience know you more as well. And your project 3 is coming from your energy efficiency. Come along, next meeting you can proceed to your project 3. You are too fast learner. Thank you, and also personal evaluator as well. Thank you so much. So please give a big round of applause to the speakers and to the personal evaluator. Next, our second speaker, the personal evaluator is committed Toastmaster Maju, the personal evaluator for the second speaker, Toastmaster Tesuda. Please welcome Toastmaster Maju.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So I would like to evaluate Toastmaster Tesuda, and I would like to begin with a very good topic. I mean, the leadership style, you can speak a lot of things. And I feel the way she started, there was a good introduction. She took us to the childhood, and, and then she gave a good intro, and then she again started her speech. And the school days, and I think everybody got nostalgic. And I feel that her body, she gave a good illustration about the different phases of life when she was a kid, and she was like she was lacking confidence. And then earlier later in the body she spoke about how she used to go about the her leadership style, because different people have you have to adapt your style based on the different people reaction, and she gave a glimpse of that. And the introduction and the conclusion, very nice. She concluded by saying that the 3 messages about how to how to go about it, and that was a very good conclusion. And I feel that the room for improvement, yes, definitely. Like I feel that she can work more about like on the structure. Like this topic was on your leadership style. So in the throughout the speech, like she was speaking about different stages and how people react, and you have to adapt on the leadership style. I feel that she could have just focused on one leadership style which she feels confident. I mean, if she is even not confident, she can just lay that what challenges she feel, and how she can adapt. And if she is feeling any difficulties, has she ever tried to alter the style or taken any feedback from any of the leaders or any like top people? So I think that she could have focused on one style which she follows. And I think there could have been a more of a vocal variety, like and the change of tone. Like I felt that she was speaking in the same tone throughout the speech. So that was that she can implement. And I think other than that, the time, obviously it was like 7 minutes exceeding like around 45 seconds. So the time is a factor that is a little bit point to be noticed. And I think other than that, overall, I'm pretty much happy with the speech, and I look forward to be an evaluator again. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayu, here for great comments. Yeah, I agree with you. Her stories is easy, smooth, and most of all of us have the childhood thinking of being the leaders. Nobody want to be. It's difficult. And it's, yes, it's said that just mention one leadership style so that people can, oh, this is it. So that we can just make an example of whatever. And I love to hear from you, the speakers, and also from the personal evaluator as well. Everybody, please give both speakers and personal evaluator a big round of applause. Next, for the third speakers, his personal evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Petikon. For the third speaker, Toastmaster Thomas, everybody please welcome Toastmaster Petikon.
A good storyteller connects with the audience. And even better, storyteller will bring the audience to his or her story. But the last and the best version of storyteller will leave his story into the audience mind and memory even after the story ends. Fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, and Toastmaster Thomas. Tonight, we have witnessed one of the best storytellers, I believe that in our community so far. The story that the speaker told us was his personal experience. Personal experience has many advantages, but not everyone could take those advantages to his own way. If we look into the objective of this project by itself, the clarity of sentence, vocal variety, pace, audience awareness, I will try my best to go into some of them just to revise the memory, our memory, what we have witnessed so far. The vocal variety is not about high or low pitch, fast or slow pace. It's all about, like Trevor said, the feeling and the life that speaker give to each sentence. The sentences are alive. They have soul. So they bring us to the situation. It was like listening to the famous podcast. And we could feel the chill, the waste, the angry, the guilt in the eyes, in the sentence from the speaker. And he definitely and masterpiecefully paused at every crucial moment to get attention, to wait for the audience to follow his story. And of course, he ended up with the moral of the story that closing the doors, don't close it too soon. Maybe you left someone behind. If I want to give the point to make the story even better, I will challenge the speaker to make it even more tragic. Make the story more tragic. It's already tragic enough. More tragic by linking part of the story instead of explaining context of the situation, linking his personal experience with David, with the guy outside the door, his personal interaction with that guy before that night, or even days before. Or add some fun part, the joke. I know it's a bad joke, but the better joke you make, the contrast, the tragic will hit, and the more impactful it would be. We could be in a much more like a deep place. I hate to say that word, but yes. But the moral of the story could bury even deeper into our heart. So not only me, everyone will be looking forward to listen to your, or even to watch your next podcast and the next masterpiece. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Thank you, Personal Evaluator Toastmaster Pitikon. I have to say that I am impressed with the speaker's storytelling, with his characters, with his facial expression, and the other gestures as well, and even the tones. I love that. And I love your comments as well. It's good. Thank you. Next, the last but not least, our last speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Tanu, with his personal evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Nantawan. So everybody, please welcome our personal evaluator for distinguished Toastmaster Nantawan.
I had a headache. Whenever listen to the speaker, Mr. Arrow, the problem is not the problem by Jack Sparrow and by DTM Tanu. But for me, it is the problem. How to be the evaluator for DTM Tanu, who is my mentor. Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, this is the speech with body language. What did I see from this guy? He did a good job. Not only I could say that before he delivered speech, I noticed that the speaker stand up and have the stand up speech so people can see what he have his gesture. He did great job. I would like to point out what I learned from his speech. Firstly, well-organized speech with a beginning, body, and conclusion. Do you still remember what the speaker begin his speech? With quote of Jack Sparrow. And it linked to the speech title that I like. It repeats us about the attitude of people to see the problem is not the problem anymore by Jack Sparrow and lead to us. The second thing is about eye contact and body gesture. He did it very well as a guru of body gesture. I did not mention Trevor, another guru of Toastmasters. The way he looked at in the sky to see the moon. I would like to see the moon like him, but what I see is my ceiling in my room. And I will follow him again with the movie, the book that he referred to, 7 Habits, and then about his real story. It is a smooth storytelling performance that he did, linked to Toastmaster, his dream to build new club in Lamphun. We cheer him up and would like to know at the end, what did he success in build new club? It's about the attitude again, about the story of the problem is not the problem again. One thing I just want to challenge him about how to make we feel in your gesture, like we have a food and you eat it and we feel the tasty of the food in your body gesture. Just that. All in all, I think that we learn a lot from guru of body language. Thank you very much. And back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. Personal evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Nantawan. I agree with you. Our guru and experienced Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Arrow. Yes. The problem is not the problem. And I love this quote. I shall follow you. Thank you so much. I learned a lot from both of you. Everybody, please give both of them a big round of applause, both speaker and personal evaluator. Yes. In fact, today we don't have the NAR counter. And one last thing about our check-in session. I have not mentioned that, but I have noted down check-in session done by Toastmaster Pongsugon. He got an idea from Thai Airways Toastmaster Club, and he introduced in our joint meeting at Lam Thong, and both of us. It is a good idea. Next, Lam Thong will follow you as a model, as something that people can work on, or something like round robin session. People can talk, can present themselves, so that all the audience in the meeting know each other. I have noted down a lot of all our members. The two words representing you yourself, but they are too long. But what I observe is that healthy come number one, positive number two, and the other is just in a positive way. That is, I would say that all in Toastmaster, we all look at it in a positive way. Nothing is a problem anymore. The problem can be getting off, getting rid of by working on it, as we are doing, practicing our public speaking. Practice more and practice more and practice more, then we get to skilled public speakers. And there is anything else? Nothing more than this. Then I would say that I am very pleased to practice my role as a general evaluator for today, because in every roles and duties in Toastmaster teach you in something that you can learn from them. From general evaluator, from personal evaluator, Toastmaster of the day, being table topic master, timekeeper, and so on. All duties are important. Without you, the meeting cannot be successful. And everybody, thank you so much for this meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator and the evaluation team. I hope that everyone today learned maybe one or two or many things from the meeting, especially from the evaluation team itself. So please give it up for all the evaluation team members for their wonderful job today. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to thank everyone for coming to our club meeting. It's actually a joint meeting between Lam Thong and Thai Airways. It's our first ever, well, I don't know if it's ever or not, but it's our first meeting that I know of, that we have a joint meeting together between these two clubs. In the future, maybe we can have more collaboration again. All right, I really love the atmosphere here. So ladies and gentlemen, we come to the last session of the meeting already, and I hope that you enjoy the meeting. After this, if you have any questions or concerns or would want to know more about Lam Thong Toastmasters or Thai Airways or how to register as official members of our club, please feel free to contact us, right? Some guests we have contact, with me and you, we have contacts already. So please feel free to contact me after this. Okay, so I believe that we have done our best for the meeting today already, and that's the end of my job as your Toastmaster of the day. Hope you enjoy the evening. And I would like to return my control back to Madam President for the closing remarks. Please welcome President Jindarat, please.
Thank you. Here I am again as the president of Lamtong Toastmaster Club. And wow, a lot of Lamtong Toastmaster Club members and also a lot of Thai Airways Toastmasters members and also members or guests from Vietnam, from Cambodia, and also guests from Paul and Bab de Vera. And the last one support, DTM support has just arrived in not long ago, but we love to have you here. And in fact, we love to get comments or any ideas from you as guests. How do you feel when you get into this Toastmaster meeting? How do you feel? That's it. I would like to call to the first one, VTM Field.
Okay, hello again. I am very glad to be here tonight with all of you. Even though I know just a few of you, but I feel, what should I say, familiar. I feel familiar with all of you because we are Toastmaster. Even though we are in different different clubs, but we are friends in Toastmasters. Believe me. Thank you so much for holding this wonderful meeting. Back to you.
Yes, thank you. Agree. We are friends, as the theme said. Next, our guest Paul. Are you with us, Paul?
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Okay, feedback. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. I saw the screen. I saw one person speaking. And then I changed to gallery view and I saw 16 people looking at me after I had told about myself. Some very deep personal stuff because I was taken off guard. I didn't realize that I was going to introduce myself coming in about 2 minutes late to the meeting. And I sincerely apologize for that. Deep down for me, I would say that this is such an amazing welcoming of great minds that like to communicate, understand what brings humans together and why we're such social creatures. It makes me proud to understand that there are so many different colors and positions here. And while we reside in Thailand, I never got the feeling of Puyai and Punoi here at all. I'm a person who comes from nothing. And I believe in social mobility and many things about equality, but deep down, I'm a meritocrat. And I believe that a person should be rewarded based on their skills. So thank you so much for welcoming me. Some random guy. I hope to join someday. And I would love to see what I can do here because I saw at least 17 different things that I could improve on. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, thank you. Yes, for sure. In Toastmaster, you will learn a lot from members and guests here sharing their experience where we could not get from your colleagues or from your workplace. Come here in Toastmaster, join us. And next is Baf de Vera. Are you with us? We haven't hear you since the start. Are you with us, Baf? 1, 2, 3. The chance has gone. Your opportunity has gone. Opportunity to talk in Toastmaster. Don't waste it. So you lose your opportunity to talk right now. Oh, however, next meeting, you can come back and speak out. Yeah, in Toastmaster, we won't keep quiet. we speak up to practice your public speaking. Next is how long is our members in both Lam Thong and Thai Airways Toastmaster Club?
We have one more guest, future
Oh,
Toastmaster Samnang.
Yeah, where is he now? I couldn't see. The photo is moving. Yes, the photo is moving around. Yes,
Yeah.
Samnang, please.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak. Yeah, I'm glad and happy to be here. Like I can learn, can get many experience from expert of public speaking. Yeah, and I try to learn and develop myself more and more to be like all of you are my model or heroes to be public speaking. Yeah, thank you so much and glad to be here.
Yes. Good. Thank you. And I love your courage to speak up for the first icebreaker, even though you are our future Toastmaster. Join us and practice together. Thank you. Well, I think no more. Yes.
DGM, we haven't heard DGM support's voice yet.
Oh yeah, DGM support.
You're going to tell us how nice we are.
Yeah. Oh, another 30 seconds for you.
30 seconds. For me, it's 30 minutes. Lam Thong and Thai Airways are two great clubs. I'm glad, very glad that I have a chance to speak and learn something from everybody here, especially Thomas, Trevor, the very beautiful Tisuda from Thai Airways, and some other, and Pitikon also. I haven't met him for a long time. So I hope there will be more joint meeting like this, and I will keep coming to learn something from all of you. Thank you. 30 seconds.
Thank you, DGM support. And I would say that you missed all the 4 speakers stories, next time come up. Yeah,
next time.
Yeah, I would like to announce the last thing is our next meeting will be on Tuesday 21st of December. You can join us, and it is our 3rd joint meeting as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the next meeting is Lam Thong Toastmaster Club joint meeting with Bangkok Toastmaster Club, the first club, a big club, great club in Thailand. Don't miss next meeting. Come and join us. Yes. Then I hope that we all enjoy the club meeting together, and we learn something from the feedback, and also the room for improvement for our next meeting, our next speech, next answer, or speaking speech or performance. Yes. Thank you so much. And I would like to call this meeting number. Is a joint meeting. We don't have the number. The joint meeting between Lam Thong Toastmaster Club and Thai Airways Toastmaster Club adjourned. Thank you.
Photo.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and Happy New
We should
Yes,
have Thai
group photo. Who is taking group photo?
Everyone is smiling, but no one is taking the photo.
It's okay. I could smile all night. Yeah.
I took one already.
Okay, I got it, everybody. I'll
I
screenshot
can
it and I'll
help.
send it to Facebook. Okay, all right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sending it on Facebook.
All
Yes.
right, thank you, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Bye
very
bye.
much.
Nice to see you all.
Good to
Bye
have
bye.
you all here with us.
Bye.
Very happy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.